Okay, we're back today with another bicycle rack install. This one from Rockland, another hitch mounted 2-bike rack that we're going to put on a Toyota RAV4. And I had some concerns about the young electric rack, primarily its weight. This one's a lot lighter, and the dissimilar metals involved in the young electric rack. This one is all steel, and from what I remember from the pictures, when I looked at it, there's a bit more assembly. There's some more mounting hardware, so it's going to be a little bit more involved this time. But the rack does seem lighter, and it seems more suited for all-weather driving and transporting bicycles. Looks like we need some wrenches and some Allen keys. I'm going to go get my own because they always give you short-handled. You know what, let's look and see what we got first before I go in and get my own set. Maybe they gave us long-handled Allen keys. No one ever does. Those look like the hooks that attach the bike to the center post. And these are the wheel cradles. I don't think this one has chocks. And here's the meat steel frame. Nice hardware. Some straps. Looks like plastic end caps and wing nuts, along with some pins and a reflector. I don't think the last one had a reflector. Here's the toolkit. Yep. It's usually what's missing. Oh wow, look at those Allen keys. Allen wrenches. Nice long handled, hefty duty ones. The handle wasn't that long on that one, but it's quite stocky. I won't have to go inside after all. This is always the first part. The tongue of the hitch mounted rack, or as Rockland calls it, what do they call it? Probably a center beam or center post, primary frame, support base assembly. Oh wow, got a trailer light bar kit. That's nifty. The last one didn't have that either. Looks like this goes on the hitch. Yep, it's that one. That's why it's recessed. Better. Looks like doesn't say. Maybe I get my choice of holes to put it in. Everyone loves a choice of holes, don't they? So 2 different sizes here. So that answers that riddle. This one will be too big. This one's just right. Goes in the smaller hole, which is on the inside, which makes more sense. That way, this can set there on that. It's just tack welded in there. That support. Should be okay though. Flat washer, lock washer, wing nut. Under the bar. Flat washer, lock washer, wing nut. Smaller holes on the bottom. That does not seem right. But it must be. Oh, it's got a hexagonal cutout in the back side of that, which holds the 5/16 bolt in place. Hopefully that's not too close. That's the same thing on the bottom. Just like that. Flat washer, lock washer, and wing nut on. Looks like there's a retaining pin that goes in here. Probably another one of those flat carriage type bolts. Now we're going to slide the actual cradles onto the arms. And that's what the pins are for the center posts, those hooks that go around the top tube of your bicycle or wherever you put them. Could be on the down tube, I suppose, depending on how your bike's built. One on the inside, the cradle on the inside faces towards the car, and the cradle on the outside faces away from the car. You can see that. Toward the vehicle, away from the vehicle. So put the one that goes toward the vehicle on first. Toward the vehicle. One goes away from the vehicle. Same thing on the other side. Toward the vehicle and away from the vehicle. Just fasten those wherever for now, doesn't really matter. Have to adjust it for each bike you put on. Yeah, we'll see how the J-hooks secure. It looks like they got wing nuts on them. One toward the vehicle. Must just be an added safety measure. Put the one lower first. Sets down on top of it. That's nice. And away from the vehicle. Got nice rubber sleeves on here to protect your bicycle. Not sure what this is. Let's see what the directions call it. Maybe to lock your bikes onto the rack. Let's see, number 20. Number 20 is a eye bolt. But it doesn't say what it's for. That might just, I suppose you could use it to lock your bikes, but it might just keep the J-hook from sliding off the top if it were to come loose. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all that is. But it'd be a nice spot to put a cable or even a chain bicycle lock through. It's definitely big enough. I didn't see where it takes a washer, so I'm not going to bother putting one in there. All right, we're going to take the time now to put the washer. Oh, let's not forget the reflector. see that. Let's turn that. Like that maybe? How's that? Lock washer, flat washer. And pin. Of course you want to tighten that down, but this is just assembly right now. Let's see, support base assembly tube. Reflector goes in the end of it in that picture. But it is a round peg in a square hole. And I do feel holes, and there it goes, one side locked in. Okay, it does lock in there. Looks like the straps just go around this part of the cradle. I put as many of these on as you want. Can't have too many. The only other thing is the hitch light, or the brake light. Okay, this is a different vehicle that does have a trailer light kit. You would just find the plug and then plug this piece into the trailer light kit. And I'm not plugging it in all the way, but that's where it would go. And then this would connect to the lights on your cargo carrier, your bicycle rack. And flip up this piece. I haven't tightened that large bolt down there on the other, so it'll probably be easier. It's going to hold it in place and spin from the heavy-duty Allen key. You don't have to remove the wing nuts at all. Just loosen them. But you have to loosen them enough so that the hexagon bolt falls out of the recess back there, so that you can slide it